Um, so I'm convinced that this became an integral part of everything we do as an investor. So, let me talk about how do we approach it within Partners Group. We have a commitment to invest in low carbon economy and to lead all of our portfolio companies, digital or otherwise, on their path to net zero. And we have defined for each of the portfolio companies 3 strategic pillars on the decarbonization. So we measure and assure in the first year of ownership their carbon footprint. We develop a tailored strategy to reduce greenhouse gas emission by 50% by 2035 and aim to achieve 20% of that within our ownership, next 5 to 7 years. And we develop a tailored strategy to reduce environmental footprint overall. So it's not a niche, it's not some small location, but that's really across the portfolio in every company we own. I would break it in 2 parts. One part is how can digital infrastructure help us on this road to sustainability. And the one case in point is around measurement. So that's pillar 1 in our decarbonization strategy. And I'm actually pretty stunned that the information flow is relatively limited. There is too much extrapolation, too much modeling, too little hard data. So if we put sensors in place, IoT, edge networks, connectivity, we actually can create the data basis for the investors, for the financiers and for the management team to take the right decisions. So I think that's on the solution side. If we take digital assets on themselves, then probably data centers are the one with the broadest carbon footprint. And the challenge is, how do we marry growth in the industry and demand with decarbonization? So, we need to go to the areas where there is demand. It's not guaranteed you can bring green power to the facilities. And kind of to switch that, 2 things are necessary. 1, carbon pricing, implicit or explicit. We need to move slowly but surely away from green and cheap to actually trying to achieve a premium, which allows to deploy in the areas where you have the green power. And the second is a bit of a change in customer behavior, because you can also deploy in the Nordics, as an example, where you do have green power, but then the customers need to take potential compromise on the latency and proximity of their workloads, and that's the change of customer behavior which hasn't happened completely yet. Look, it has been so far pretty good. I appreciate having small room, actually full of people listening to the panels, and it's great to catch up with a lot of industry participants.